They should have led with these. I just got out of the shower and Wuthering Waves just dropped their second character. I saw the splash art. Holy ethereal cinema. They should have led with these. Are you serious? They should have led with these. Let's have a quick look at this, then video, then come deep dive again on this art. This is what I was talking about we need the crazy space celestial artistry. What in God's name is this? We got Lene revealed already. We're seeing her back. Now we're seeing her front and her freaking bike. And now we have Mornye. Wuthering Waves is revealed. Their second character, I guess like part 2, the second character probably that will be available next patch. And they're leading strong. There was some people who felt that the character designs weren't as like crazy out there as they hoped. Or at least the illustrations didn't I think the illustrations didn't give the characters the justice that they could have had to the average person. Not only did they not even show them in the trailer on YouTube, show them in the trailer. But if you've got this, at least for the first 2 characters, you may as well. It's because we see the stars that humanity imagines what lies beyond the sky. Humanity imagines. Mornye is a Space Trek collective researcher and a professor at Star Torch Academy. Smart as a whip, but not very talkative. Okay, awesome. She's a professor. She's unwavering in the pursuit of her dream, imagination, to surpass the limits of space-time and see the world beyond all its splendid beauty. Beyond space-time? What are we doing in this patch? I can't get too distracted right now. This is so beautiful. Let's look at the video and deep dive. Oh my God. Mornye calls up, screen after screen, immersed in a rigorous process of calculation, deduction, and calibration. A nerd. Our quiet nerd professor. Interesting combination here of like character archetypes. Little unusual, which we like. She controls each mechanism with the same precision as though she held the star-studded night sky in the palm of her hand. Let's go. Show me. Music. Wow. Now I feel like we've got the constellations and stuff. Now we're connecting back to like, and stuff. This is perfect. So perfect. Exactly what we need to do. Spirals, the shapes, the music, the build. So we noticed and wondered her legs. They're translucent, transparent, with the weird like bone structure that's kind of like a life helix, like tubes that you can see through her translucent, glittery, like iridescent, sparkly, see-through legs. Beautiful, weird, strange, exactly what we need out of this patch. Turns out they do somehow. Explain this one. Does she not have toes? Is this character... I need an actual explanation on this, Wua. Are these shoes, or did her legs become high heels with no toes? Is that what happened? Is that her forte? Is this actually the case? Does she have like a little golden shoe, and these are her feet? Or are we covering them some... Like, explain... I need a character design logistics explanation here. I'm very curious. Did her powers... her forte birth her with high heels or with these like space plug suit details? What is the situation? What is the situation? Very interesting. Love the stars in the back. Weird kind of callback to the last Lene's illustration with like the graphic design. Kind of contradicts the really thin line, sort of celestial vibes in the rest of the illustration. Let's keep going. God, such nice shape design on the legs too. Jacket moving. God, the music's stunning. Yep, very purple iridescent stars. Really, really nice. I love the shadowing, how blue the skin becomes here because she's like out in the night sky. The shadows are so blue. Man, this is so much like sparkle, like reflecting light. The rainbow bouncing. Obviously, with some big blast of light here. The light is bouncing back off. We're getting shimmery, like gradients flowing of light bouncing off everywhere. Look at that hair. Look at the hair twist. Oh, with a blast of saturation through the... Oh, it's so nice. That gold to break up the blue, the purple. Yup, complimentary. Love it. Give me that face. Looks like fall over. Whoa. The iridescent's back. Wow. I really hope they do this as it's actually part of her hair. I want this to be actually part of her hair, not just lighting. If they show this in her 3D model, a gradient, light, like bouncing, refracting, whatever the word is, I'm going to lose it. The halo just floating there, thin like a crown of thorns almost. No, Carthy already had that one. Calm down. Love the movement in the hair so much. Like it's all like around and twist. The whole entirety of her hair following the same blow of wind. Stunning. The white eyelashes. I love when they do this. The crest, the red eye is strange on her. Dude, why are you so full overcoated? With the same Hime cut, with the one covering the eye, why are you so full overcoated? Spacey triangles, absolutely stunning. Oh. And she's sitting on this massive space orb with all the graphics and stuff on it. Yeah, wow, look at that hair just go and go. Oh my God, the way it folds like paper. If you're an artist and like drawing anime hair, pretend you're drawing a piece of paper. That will literally help you for each strand, a big, long, thin piece of paper. That'll actually literally help you light it and make it fold properly. Stunning. It's because we see the stars that humanity imagines what lies beyond the sky. Yep. Oh my God. All right, let's deep dive. So problem. Whoa, did you learn your lesson from Lene? Have we got high resolution here? It actually might be slightly higher res than the last one. Though, Willa, did you listen to me? You are definitely not watching my videos. Maybe you are actually. We need more resolution. We need more. Oh my God, it's Australia. Wait, what? Those who couldn't tell from my accent, I am Australian. I'm in Australia right now. Look at this. It just goes for forever. I love this. The visual of extremely long hair in space has always been one of my favorites. I'm reminded of many artworks I've done in time. Oh my God, I found one. What's that been a Pinterest for? Zero Suit Fox? This is Samus. I drew this a long time ago. That is not Fox. That's Samus. Oh, back when I couldn't finish the drawing, man. There's a moment in my last video. Well, that's be annoying. My last Pokemon video. All right, I'm not gonna... You guys know who Moxie Chan is? If you watch my videos, you know who Moxie Chan is. This is her, but in the Pokemon universe. All right, we're yapping. I love this drawing so much. Right, sorry. I'm a big fan of this, like, out there in space, celestial vibe. And they've really done it so nicely. So well lit. Using shadows so strongly. Underlighting things. Bounce light. The hair lighter here than there. You can feel it bouncing off her like the ground in her clothes. This is so crazy. So space. So like almost a weirdly aquarium with it. In a space way. It's hit with so much light, but you can see the crystals with so much color and strangeness. I actually really like also the weirdness of the fabric of her. I guess it's not a lab coat, but it's like a little tunic thing underneath there. The fabric folding over what normally your brain perceives as, you know, a soft thigh. But in the way it's rendered, it's kind of glassy. So your brain goes from like soft fabric to kind of hard. You go fabric texture to skin texture to glass texture to, I don't know, is it like gooey? Is it not gooey, but is it like squishy? Like a, you know what I mean? There's so many, is it like are they like glassy hard legs? Are they like squishy jelly with the crystals inside? There's so many weird texture thoughts you get from seeing this. Yeah, it's beautiful. Great silhouette work. She's just going everywhere. She's kept that like strange globby, like strange globby octopusy kind of silhouette. She's still like just a weird amorphous space thing, which is really speaks to the strangeness of her and hopefully of the story and the narrative that we get with this. Oh, look at it's like the light is leaking. Oh, nice. They're just bits and pieces shattered everywhere. The digital kind of glitch work too. Look at this shape line. Look at that beautiful flowing shapes. Amazing. And I'm happy to kind of realize that this isn't even like the big girl of the patch, you know what I mean? This isn't your Carter Theory. This is not your Shorekeeper. Don't get it twisted. This is not your Carter Theory Shorekeeper. This is 0.0. The character who was on the first banner, I don't even know who the first banner character was in Will. I don't know. I wasn't there. But on 2.0, it was Carlotta. And as far as I know, we didn't even see like Peeb for a while. I remember people being underwhelmed by Peeb. And even at a glance, I remember seeing that first like flat illustration of Carlotta. She wasn't that crazy. Think about this. This is before even seeing them move. We don't know their movements. We don't know their animations. We don't even know what weapon they use. We don't know anything. And we're hit with this beauty. Oh, this is kind of like, how interesting. It's like a tacit mark is blown open. That is such a beautiful way to show this, like her breaking the boundaries of humanity. God, I love the effects, the overlay kind of linear dodge stuff here, having the blue that blasts over the white and gets hit by the white itself. Overlay, oh God, it's just really nice. Where's Lene's art? Remember what we saw a couple of days ago. Now, I can see the beauty in this. But some people were like, a little underwhelming. Not that much color. White, black. Some people were not whelmed. This is just them standing there with some color. Remember, I don't know, can I get Carlotta's up? To be fair, that's some nice pinks and teals. The blues. But like, we know so much more about Carlotta, you know what I mean? It's hard to look back with, and take yourself completely out of it, you know what I mean? But then they follow up with just pure insanity. Love the contrast between them as well, right? Personalities, completely different. Color schemes, just whoa. Aesthetics, shape language, blobby, spiky, and yet still both having the star motif. Man, how do you back-to-back this? I think it's off to a good start. And the fact that these aren't even the big ones is crazy to me. I think they probably could. There's a way to market this where you just throw this all in one place that everyone sees, and everyone, off rip, everyone is like, holy crap. My first impression is all of this right now, plus the original illustrations, wherever they were, plus these, you know what I mean? In a video, in our face, a proper video, not a freaking short. I'm getting like the tiny hints of Evangelion, right? Rey, if she was a professor and an adult. There's so many insane tropes you can pull from here. There's so many references. They're going to do so many references, aren't they? There is no way that Lene doesn't Akira bike. There's just zero chance. She's going to do the Akira. You know it. If Shadow the Hedgehog can do it, Lene can do it. I think once we really start breaking out of the like academy, especially if we do like make it into space at all, or start getting some like really weird characters that are important to the lore, we'll get some real amazing stuff here, because this is a character who's restricted by a uniform, right? So we're quite a few characters, which is why they may not have looked so varied as maybe 2.0 did, because there is less variance in what we're dealing with here. Like 2 are professors, 1's a student out of the 5. I can't remember all 5 of them. So this like clothing design still has to look appropriate for someone who is teaching, a professor, right? So this whole area, as like beautifully designed as it is, as pretty, it still has to look, you know, professional and practical. You can't break free here. Wilwa has not broken free. I am very excited to see them break free, because I imagine not every character is going to be a freaking professor, right? Show us some more insanity. Show us some Shorekeeper. Show us some Fleur-de-Lis. But break the limits. I think they've led with the correct 2. They've led with Mornye. They've led with Lene. Whatever, those 2. They're definitely the strongest. I've been keeping an eye out. They're definitely the strongest designs and definitely the favorite of the bunch. The others can be interspersed and mixed in with other characters, you know what I mean? There could be some surprises, possibly. Maybe not. I don't know how this works, actually. I guess my one question is, again, she's sitting. Is this a bait of some sort? She now looks much less like her legs don't work. It's interesting because the last illustration, her first illustration, she's sitting on this thing. But this thing is not this thing. She's now sitting on a freaking spaceship. Or like, to be honest, this looks like a big like globe, right? Like a space globe that you spin and like do some kind of research somehow. That's what this looks like to me. Some kind of globe thing. But she is sitting again. This kind of looked like she might fly on this thing. However, this looks, to be honest, more like a floating chair at the academy. It's hard to imagine that she stays sitting on this, specifically this thing, during her battle animations. It's hard to imagine that. She might just like sitting or floating around on that thing. She's quiet, she's low energy. Now she's sitting again. I wonder if it's a sort of bait. It's a dangerous bait because you can disappoint people like that. If people are expecting her to be like on this like floating wheelchair that's not a wheelchair because her legs don't work, and then it doesn't happen, people can be disappointed. So it's hard to tell if that's still what's happening here. She's not gonna fly on this either. There's no way she fly. I mean, Will could do anything, man. They could do anything. I don't expect her to be flying on this either. This is more like a dramatic, like art shot of her sitting on her work. You know what I mean? A location where she probably spends a lot of time in the academy. But I don't see her sitting on this in her battle animations either. God, what a difference this makes to seeing the shoes be like so plug suity, like Evangelion, changes her vibe a lot. This whole illustration actually makes her so much more like ethereal, but also more action orientated. She feels like someone who takes more action. She's so like chill and just sitting here. Really like a student, really like a teacher, you know what I mean? Here, it feels like she does things in the world that matter. The question is, can you stand on them things? And if not, a lot of characters can fly in this game. Very interesting. Sick. I'm excited. Hopefully when do we start seeing them in action? Week or two, maybe? I have no idea. I'll be here, so subscribe. We'll watch all the trailers, we'll play the story, and we will sit down and take 3 times as long as every other YouTuber because I can't stop looking at all of it because it's freaking amazing. So subscribe. Join Twitch if you want to. Links in the description. Twitch.tv/Moxie2D. Join Discord because we're all yapping in there all the time about this. And yeah, thanks for watching.